YouTubers, it's me, GemAngel50, and I've noticed a lot of girls on YouTube have been doing their foundation routine or their face makeup routine. So I figured since I finally have a really good foundation that works for me and I found a great concealer palette, I figured why not show you guys my foundation and my concealer routine that I do every morning. Stay tuned and I'm going to show you how to get a natural look or just have a base for your makeup. Right, here you go. Okay, so I have no makeup on. I did put moisturizer on. My Time-Wise Even Complexion Essence. So I already put that on, and I put some firming eye cream so it may look kind of oily. So the first thing that you're going to do, and I'm going to show you step by step, is use your L'Oreal True Match, and I'm using Classic Tan, and this is like just the best color ever for my skin, and it has an SPF of 17. So what I'm using is my Studio Tools brush. Studio Tools. And what I do actually, some people will put it on their hands, some people, you know, get like a little applicator sponge and then put it on, but what I actually recently started doing is pouring it, but not too much. And make sure it doesn't like fall into the bristles because it can go all the way down. That's going to be really hard to clean. Just put it like that. And then I just dab. Slightly dab the areas that I'm going to be covering. And I have blood vessels. I don't know if you're going to be able to see them. So I need to put this also on my eyes. So, and then what I'll do is I'll just do the circular motions. Just circular motions. Now what you're going to do to make it look realistic is you put some on your neck. And it already blends really well, but I just like it looking perfectly tan. And what I found out recently is, before I bought it, is it's always best to have a color that matches your skin because my face is lighter than my arms and everything. So it's really important. Just blend that. So the next thing I'm going to use is the concealer, and it's my Sonia Kashuk Hidden Agenda. And I really love this palette. I've said it in my other video, but what I'm going to be using is my Posh Conceal and Touch Up brush that I got at Kmart. And what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be using this color right here, and this is the salmon color. I don't know if you guys can see. Okay, what we're going to do. And this is supposed to take away the dark circles and stuff like that, like to counteract it, so that's really good. Actually, to be honest, I'm going to use this end, even though it's the touch-up brush, but I need more coverage, so. And it may look really pale and you're like, oh my gosh, what is she doing? But just wait. It'll blend in nicely. Alright, so that's that. Just to cover the dark circles in comparison to there. And it gets rid of the puffiness a little bit too, because it just like reflects the light. So then the next thing that I'm going to use, sometimes if I'm extra puffy, I will use this color. I do not know which one it is, but it's the darker of the two, and I will use my regular concealer brush for this. And this is just to get like the line to disappear a little bit more. The puffiness. And then you just pat it upwards. Pat it upwards because if you pat it downwards it may get more puffy, so I just like pat it upwards. And it blends it a lot more so it doesn't look like so super white. So then the next thing I'm going to use is my Posh foundation brush, and I don't use this for foundation, I just don't like it because it feels like it's just like painting it on, and I like to like just blend it in. So what I'm going to use is this, and this is the powder. This is the translucent powder. And if you have one of these palettes, or you get one of these palettes, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. So this Sorry, the lighting is kind of bad. And this just protects it and kind of sets it, and it makes it like less creasy than my eye normally is, so I don't know the word, like wrinkly or whatever. I'll even put some on top of my lid and even right around here, because this is where I get oily, so I'll actually put some right around there. Alright, and let's do the next eye. I'm going to go through this real quick, so. Oh, wrong color, sorry. And just so you know which ones I'm talking about, the salmon one that I use first is almost like a brown, and it's right above the translucent powder. And then I use the smaller one down here, which is right across from the translucent, so it's just down there. You know what I mean? So, but if you have fair skin, of course you're going to use the other one. Alright, and then do a touch up. And I'll be honest with you right now, it's not going to be perfect because one, I'm rushing through it, and two, I'm using the webcam as my mirror right now. So I'm actually looking at the reflection of my laptop too to try to see how it looks. Okay? Alright, so then pat it upwards. And I really love this concealer because you guys don't know how many problems I've had. I like the Mary Kay yellow, but it's just too light on me. But I do like the coverage, but this is just perfect because it comes with the powder and everything, and it's the exact same price. It is $10 at Target. This is the last one there, so that kind of told me something. And then remember, I'll put some above my eye, and then last, and I kind of like move it upwards, get some powder, and then I'll put it like right here. Right here, just where it gets oily or my pores are more open and stuff like that. And then the very last thing that I'll do, well, now second to last, is I use my Mary Kay facial highlighting pen. And it's really weird because of all the purchases I made of Mary Kay, this is the only one that I really kind of regret buying, but in the same time I'm glad I got it because I use it all the time. But the only reason I regret buying is I thought it was going to be more of like a shimmery one, but it wasn't. You see? But then again, it could be the shade, but it's just supposed to highlight. But what you do is you put it under the bags. I used to put it on them, but then I realized that's wrong. Kind of like war paint. Put some on your nose. And actually this does help a little bit, but I think it's better for like fair complexions. So I'll actually use my hands. Sometimes I'll use a sponge, sometimes I'll use the brush, but I'm actually just going to use my hands. It kind of warms it up a little bit too. But it really helps for over the eye. Like that I do like. I do appreciate that even more than my shimmery tones and my manly palette and all that. And then it like lifts it up. You see? So, okay, and then the last thing is sometimes I'll use like a bronzer. I'm using LA Colors bronzer. I actually really like this because it's subtle, but I don't know, there's just something about it. I like it. It's just really cool, and it's in bronze glow color. It was only $1, so I mean, like, come on. And this is just some days I'll do this. Just put on my cheeks, put on my nose, and it'll give me like, this is perfect for like summer and stuff because it just gives you like a glow, and you can't really detect that you're wearing foundation as much when you put this on. I just put it all over my face except under my eyes because I do like that Kim Kardashian under the eye white look a little bit, just a little bit. Like it for it to be highlighted. And that is it. So now you see all the way up close how it looks, how you see it from afar. And I just love this, and I have no eyeliner on, no mascara on, and it just looks like you can wake up looking like pretty, you know what I mean, where you don't have to have like the eyeliner on and everything like that. If you just have this basic look on, it'll look like you just woke up and this is how your skin naturally looks. So I really, really like this. So thank you guys for watching and have a wonderful